Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Saif, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Airtable to manage and track your own project. So now let's get into it. First of all, you need to sign up, or you can just log in if you already have an account. And now I'm going to use Google. Then I'm going to pick my account. And this is how your Airtable will look like. So basically, to start creating and managing your own project, you need first to create a workspace. So you can do this by creating from scratch, or you can upload an existing workspace, or you can just start with template. Since this tutorial is for beginners, I will go with templates. I will explain everything in this template and how to create similar elements to this template. So now let's start with templates, and now let's choose project tracker, since our title here is to manage your own project or to project management. And now let's wait for the template to be applied. And here is your template. So let's just remove this. Let's just edit this, So let's say, for example, I will call my project my first project here. And now I can see how this template is created and what it actually made of. So basically here you have three tabs. The first one is data. Here where you can control all the data that you insert into your own workspace. You have here three tabs, which are tasks, timelines, and assigns, overview. And there are two tabs, and you can also add or import new tabs. So basically each tab contains a set of data. Here, for example, tasks, timelines, and assigns contains two tables. The first table, or both of them, contain of a set of columns. So for example, this first table, which is called brand refresh and redesign, this is a project which contains subtasks or which contains tasks. Here are the tasks that make this project. Here you can see the status. If we moved to the left, if we move now to the left here, you can see subtasks. You can also see assign to, project lead, kickoff, due date. You can also see related documents and projects. So you can edit on any of these elements by just double-clicking, and you can delete or edit this text. In the status, you can just double-click on it, and a drop-down menu will open so that you can choose the status of this task. And in subtasks, you can also double-click and check or uncheck any of these tasks to mark it as complete or incomplete. You can also go to assigned to assign to different person, and you can edit the rest of the data the same way. You can do the same to the second table, which is called Employee Satisfaction Survey. The second tab, which is Overview, will also contain some tabs here, so you can click on any of them, and you will be able to edit the data which make this data tab. So basically here you can see that this is a view and this is another view. How can we control views in Airtable? This can be done by going to any tab. Then you can choose from views here. You can choose from views here the type of the view that you want. You can choose collaborative view or any other view. You can also download the data as a CSV file, print it or delete it. Here you have other options like hiding any of your columns. You can also add condition. You can group by, sort by, and many other options. You can also search your data or your tab from the search bar here. You also have some preset views here which you can customize from here, or you can choose among the preset views. So basically we have all tasks. So here the view is that it will group your table according to tasks, and here what are people working on. So basically, and it's self-explanatory that it will group them by the people and not by tasks. So here you can see each person and what are the tasks which are assigned to him. Here you can see a Gantt chart in which you can choose different projects here. For example, if I want to see a different project, one of the tasks, I can just click on it and you will find the set tasks here in front of you. You can also choose what tasks are still due, and so it will eliminate all the tasks which are complete or closed, and it will display the ones which need action. You can also create many elements like grid, calendar, gallery, Kanban, and more. You can also create your form from here. After viewing this left part of the data tab, you can also see on the right that there is an extension which shows you an inside and graphical representation of your data. So here you can see that there is a graph between people on the x-axis and number of records on the y-axis. And here you can see more information according to your legend. So here, as we can see, that Cameron, Toth have 2 tasks and the rest have only 1 task. You can represent any data by the same way. You can customize it by settings, and you can expand it by clicking on the full screen. Then you can exit by just clicking on the X sign. You can also add an extension, but you will need to collaborate with other third-party applications like these applications. You can add these extensions and you can use them to draw your own insights. Next tab is Automations tab, in which you can program your own Airtable to perform a sequence of steps once a specific trigger happens. So here, for example, we can add a trigger. For example, we can say that when a form is submitted and you need to fill this data, like the table from which it will take the data, you need also to adjust the next action which will happen once this trigger happens. And let's say, for example, I will create a record. Then you will also have to fill this information on the right to automate your own steps. And once you are done filling all this data, you will find that this button can be displayed, switched on and off. You also have interfaces here, which represents visual representation of your own data. If you want to go back, you can click on my first project here, then you can click on back home. Now you can see all your projects here. You can also see templates, marketplace, universe, and you can import. You can create a base like the one that we created, and you can also start from scratch. So in order to start to gather your data, you can make a new form, which is your major way to collect your own data. So if I clicked on form here and I pressed on continue, you will find that it will start a form that you can customize that contains all the data that your own workspace need to complete the set of columns which exist in your table. So as we saw before, we had task column, status, subtask, and more. So by giving this form to your own leads or your own contacts, they can fill it, and so they can be used to fill your own tables in the data section. You can publish your own form from here. You can also clear form and start creating from scratch. So to return back, you can just go to your first project here. No, I guess we are supposed to go to data here, sorry. And by clicking on data here, you will return back to your own tables. So this is basically how you can start from a template. If you find this as complicated or you don't want to start based on a specific template and you want to start from scratch, you can just leave this template by navigating to the top left here and press on go home. And then you can start from scratch, and you will have to pick the theme color and other. Let's just skip setup. You will have to identify theme, fonts, and things like that. And once you are done, you will find a blank screen in which you can create from scratch. and you will get something like this. You can import your data by Google Sheets or Excel or CSV, or you can just manually import them. And this is how easy you can manage your project with Airtable. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you like this video, press on like, then subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next videos. Until then, take care and goodbye.